Been raining. It's been raining all day down here.
Mm.
Congratulations. That was a good scene that you did Saturday. I like that. You got some more people coming on?
Yeah, she's here already. Yeah.
Okay. Who's that, Queen?
It looked,
Hey,
looked
Queen.
funny, but Busy Bee, how do we place it? I just want to know how we place ourselves so that place your camera well, know how we do it. One is tray like this.
Yes, fine.
Mm, no, this would have been the best. Busy Bee, can you go back a bit? Yeah, this will be good. So I think we can leave it like this. We can highlight whoever wants to speak. You understand? So, this will be, everything you're doing in this life, there must be challenges. I'm wondering, since I've been doing this, this has never happened. I just tuned in and I discovered the camera and everything on its own decided to mute. So I have
Mm.
to restart the whole system, reset again, set a new link for it to start. So, but
Okay.
here we are, and I am grateful you are here already. So let's start with our music before the introduction for the hangout.
Let's talk about talk. Africa boys in the diaspora. Chinebani GTV. Voice of the voiceless, yo. Chinebani GTV. Make we talk our talk, yo. Chinebani GTV. Nobody can talk our talk for us, yo. Chinebani GTV. Africa's
Africa's
arise.
arise.
Time don't reach you. Make we talk our talk, yo. Oh yeah,
Everybody join
Chinebani
Chinebani
Is
GTV.
it
TV.
okay to burn in
Not
here?
that it happen, no. Not that it selenge. We don't talk our mind, yo. As it be now, so we don't talk more. Mama, papa, brother,
Brother,
sister,
sister,
even you
even
the
if
youth,
you
oh. Subscribe and
some and
follow.
follow.
Chinedani
Chinebani
TV.
TV.
Eba
Ebe afọ ka
fukona
ha
kodumu.
na-atụ
Eba
ebe afọ ka ọ
fukona.
na-eme.
Now we be the voice of Africa in diaspora.
Diaspora.
Chinedani TV. Voice of Africa,
Africa,
one
one
nation.
nation.
Chinedani TV. Now where we
Now
go
we dey
there.
dey.
Chinedani TV. Gather your family, call everybody. Oh. Chinedani TV. Prison where
Praise
the
the Lord,
one
the Holy Spirit.
Hey,
Hey.
can it do? Can it do?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Can it do? Now
Yeah,
you got
Mama.
to tell. Now you got to tell us what they were saying.
Yeah. Now, what we're doing today is a handout, a hangout. We are introducing a new kind of program in this show. We call Hangout. You know,
Hang
Hangout. We just come and hang out and talk about where we are, talk about things concerning us, talk randomly depending on what we want to choose. Just about today, today is just the maiden day. You understand? So we might not be stressing on a particular point, but today we'll be talking of Georgia, we'll be talking of America, we'll be talking of how does it resonate with us, where we are,
Mhm.
our careers, what we want to do in life, the fulfillment of our destiny. How does it work? Is
Yes,
it
sir.
is it is it really working where we are? What are the challenges? What are the life? We want to talk generally today about Alana, about America, about where we find ourselves. Then next episodes, we can now choose a particular topic because today is the first day we're talking about this hangout. We just need to talk generally. So
Okay.
what we have to do is both of you are first participants in this show. And as a result of that, I think you have a blessing introducing yourself, and then let's kick off.
Okay.
So let me start from you. Let's start from ladies first because we're in the Western world, but the African thing is that you start from men. But this is the Western world. We have to start with the ladies.
Oh,
So, my sister, down, let me not mention your name. Tell us your name, tell us what you do, and then introduce yourself properly. Then we go to my brother here.
okay. My name is Queen BZB, and I live here in Atlanta, Georgia. Currently, right now, I do several things. Far as I participate in acting, I have a lot of things personally that I'm not ready to share just yet with others. But I do a lot of different things. Um, Far as to keep myself busy, they all involve myself more closer to my goals, to my aspirations, and things that I've been working on and trying to do here in Atlanta, because Atlanta is a very good place to network and to basically start your business and thrive. So,
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
that's beautiful. So, house in the hangout we have Busy Bee, Lady Busy Bee, and she is here live, fresh, and blood. So, you are welcome to the show Hangout in Atlanta with Chinedu Anichi TV and the African Voice in Diaspora. So, let's hear from our brother.
Okay. My name is Len McKenzie. That's my name. I'm uh I'm a photographer who I've been doing photography for years. I don't want to say how many years because I might miss some years when I was actually working and didn't realize I was working.
Wow.
But how I got to Atlanta is that I noticed some young guys that were acting. And it was during a time when I was had some health issues and during COVID and I was sick. I mean, pretty sick. And all I could do was sit around and, try to heal. And I had people around me that were helping me heal. And I happened to run across Atlanta Avenue watching it because that's all I could do. It was COVID and everything. But once I started watching that program, I started seeing different things about how they were doing things. And it was different from all other stuff that I had seen on TV. It was raw, if you will. And I'm kind of a connoisseur for people just being raw and things just being raw because I'm an artist. I'm a photographer. I love taking natural shots because I think they're the most beautiful ones. But through coming to Atlanta Avenue, I began to network. I began to do pictures. I began to shoot other cast members, and I did it because it was therapy for me. It helped. It helped heal me not only from the inside but on the outside. It healed me, and it's continuing to heal me the more I go out and do work. And just by wanting to be part of the the photos and the video of how it was shot, I accidentally no, there's no such thing as an accident, but I was placed I was placed on that show in front of the camera. I've been behind the camera for 30 plus years. But all of a sudden, I was thrown in front of the camera, and I had never been in front of the camera because it was weird. Because people would always say to me, "You take such great pictures, but I've never seen you on a camera." And it's simply because I just love being an artist, and I loved it so much to where it's like second nature to me. because people see me shooting all the time, and I just be sneaking around, because that's what type of photographer I am. I just like to catch people when they're being themselves. That's the most beautiful picture that you can get of a person, is when they're being themselves and not posing. And when I was able to capture some of the people that I captured, I'm working on a project right now of a young man that happened to have his had to been 3 or 4 month old son on set. And I asked him if I could shoot those pictures for him. And that those pictures right there will be, as I was editing and doing everything that I do to my pictures, as I was looking at those pictures are gonna remind that young man of his father, whether he was there for him or whether he was not there for him. It's going to remind him of his father. Either he's going to say, "I'm not going. I'm going to show people how to be a father," or he going to get mad. But he got a choice. We all got choices, and the way we make the right choices is that we be on the right. I don't even know how to say it. The right vibe is, and it's something that all of us on Atlanta Avenue have. I see it in everybody. It's just something. All of us have been through something, and all of us are working through something, and we are doing it with love too. And that's what I love it. Hey, I'm gonna stop being so long-winded. I'm 63 years old, so I happen to like to talk a lot, I guess. I'm sorry. It's your show.
So this is the essence of the hangout. We share experience, we share ideas, and we talk about things. So now you can see Busy B is here, and Busy B is telling you her own experience. Now, one of the things that I found out from you, and one of the striking things, is that for 30 years you have been behind the camera, but
Yeah.
this time you were brought in front of the camera.
Those other 29 years were to prepare me for now. There were some things I had to go through, come back through, misunderstand, understand, and fix for such a time as this.
Yeah, I believe what you're saying. I believe seriously that you were being prepared for this time because
Yes.
being a man that has been behind the camera for years, I think this is an opportunity for you to really prove the camera right or wrong. So,
Yeah.
uh, so a lot is expected of you as
Right.
somebody who has been a photographer for 29 years. So,
Hmm.
but life generally in Atlanta, what do you think life offers the middle class people or the low class people in Atlanta?
Queen. Go ahead, Queen.
Well, I was gonna answer the question as far as like prices and rent, as far as living in Atlanta, more
Mhm.
as the middle class and all of that. I really don't have too much comments on that one. You can handle it.
Well, first of all, I'm from a little small town in Alabama,
Okay.
about 15 miles from Tuskegee, Alabama. A little town called Tallahassee, not Tallahassee, Tallahassee, Alabama. We are Creek Indian. That's my ancestry. Creek Indian. My people have always been here. They wasn't brought from Africa. They were always from here. And I'm proud of that right there. I just wish that a lot more of my people would understand that that's who they are. Then we could go forward.
My grandmother used to always say we had a lot of Indian in us. So uh,
People always say that. You look like you got some Indian. No, you are Indian. You are.
it used to be this paper that they would send home in elementary school, and they would want us to mark if we had a percentage of Indian. She always made me put yes over there. So she,
Hmm.
her or my mama. My mama, she.
Listen, let me explain to you how that goes because I'm kind of older than you. All right, I'm probably your father's age, and I've been knowing ever since I was a young kid that white people don't like for us to recognize who we really are. They want us to stay a slave or somebody that's got to reach out and get something from them. But if we were taught who we were from the first grade up to now, we
Right,
would be in a much different place than we are right now. They have strategically placed us in a lot of these places where we are when it comes to crime and all these other kind of things because they know if you take a father outside of a home, outside of a family structure, that's a major part of that structure. The woman is the main part of that structure. But without that man as a part of that equation, there's going to be chaos. And they know that. That's why they build a lot of jails and colleges too.
you right, you right. And my
And church, listen, and churches too. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just one thing about me. My first name is Africa. My last name is real. Is real is my last name. So I'm gonna keep it real regardless.
And
oh,
Africa is real.
That if you look on my Facebook and all my pages, that's what my name is. Africa Izreal.
Wow.
I was just gonna let you know that my father was deceased. Unfortunately, he passed away when he was 78. But my father had me going on 50 years old. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
him and my mother was 21 years apart when they conceived me. So there was a big age gap difference, but believe me, I learned a lot from them both. Both of my parents have passed on, but it's just I keep everything in me that they taught me, and he was ways too. That's where I got a lot of my ways from, actually.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And they live every time you make a statement about them in your mind or out of your mouth.
Mhm.
So keep them.
And I'm not originally from Atlanta here myself neither. I'm from a city called Hopkinsville, Kentucky. So
Mm,
that's why I preferred you. I thought maybe perhaps you were, more familiar with Atlanta and the people from here. But I have been here since 2020
okay.
myself. Going back to how you was talking about the time of COVID. Um,
Mhm.
and I was going to say I found myself looking at Atlanta Avenue at the time that I was dealing with my mother, when she was alive, on her sick bed with stage 4 cancer. And so
Mm,
it was a show I know Drizzle had with his mother who he lost.
right. At the same time.
So that's how we kind of connected. And so I was stuck to it ever since, and I appreciate him giving me the opportunity as well, to live out my dreams that to just act, to get that experience, because it's not too many people that's willing to give you that experience, to get on camera, to be,
Hmm.
like you say, be raw with it, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm. And
Because, and not to cut you off, but one way that black people, we've all been through a lot of stuff here in America. We don't even know what to call ourselves. You notice I just said black people. You are not a color. You are a people. What's your name is?
Chinedu.
Chinadu. I'm
Yes.
sorry for butchering your name.
No.
Chinadu is from Nigeria. He's not an African. He's a Nigerian. We can't we can't identify ourselves collectively, and that's a problem. Because before you're able to find out how to fix yourself, you have to identify with yourself. You can't go out unless you can fix what's in.
You right about that. Cause my grandmother, she used to cry all the time about who her real father was, because he
Hmm.
African American man, unfortunately. And she used to wonder how I always knew that, but I could just tell. But she finally did tell me, and it was like she had an identity crisis about herself. She was very light, in color, but like,
Hmm.
you have to, um, know who you are. I know
That's it.
growing up too, she used to get mad because I got a big wide nose like my daddy. She used to make me pinch it, so it could be small and stuff. But no, I learned to embrace all of that because I am who
Yeah.
I am. Um, I am who I am, and I really want to know more about my roots.
But but think about it, sister. What would make your aunt want you to have a smaller nose?
My,
Because she has been taught that that is what is acceptable. What I'm trying to say is this: we are all acceptable. It ain't based on what we look like, our color, or nothing like that. It's because we were blessed to be this people, and this is who we are.
yeah, yeah. Because growing up, I didn't have the pretty long straight hair like other relatives
Mhm.
did. I used to get made fun of a lot. I really did. But I love myself now.
Hey, okay. I'm gonna give you a nickname: Black Pool Stick, Black Monkey. Those were the names that I was called as a child because people did not understand who they were and were stuck on color.
I grew up with some racisms because my father, he was born in 1933. I remember when I was about 5, I believe, me and my mother and my brother went to New York City to go visit relatives because the KKK was calling our home, threatening us, threatening to kill my father because my father was a sharecropper.
And that was it. Where was that at?
Yes, Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
In Kentucky. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's playing territory.
And
Yeah, busy B, can you go to your left in the camera so that you'll be no, that's
The other
wrong.
way.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Good,
Uh,
better. So I think what you've been saying is very very important, especially sorry for cutting in what Africa is saying. Africa, you're making a point. Like myself, I am from Nigeria. A lot of people that are non-Africans or the Westerners see Africa as a country.
exactly.
Sometimes they don't see Africa as a continent. They don't know
Exactly.
that they see Africa as they see America. But that is wrong.
Not
They
the
should
same.
see Africa, they should see Nigeria as they see America, but not Africa as they see America, because America is a country. You
There are
understand?
50, listen, hold on. There are 56 countries in Africa,
Africa. Yeah.
56 Americas in Africa, but
Yeah.
we not them.
So I think this thing started from the educational structure.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe some people were not really taught how Africa is. That
exactly.
everybody, you see some very mature people. They say, "Okay, you're from Africa."
Hmm.
Yes, yes, we are from
You're
Africa.
from the
But
African continent,
yes, yeah, yes, we are from Africa.
not
But
a
but
country.
but there is a particular country where we come from. So, and
Hmm.
that country is Nigeria. So I
Hmm.
should be asked, are you from Nigeria? Okay, if
Hmm.
it's just like you ask somebody, are you from Europe? If you ask somebody, are you from Europe, that is, you want the person not to give you the identity. But you ask somebody, are you a German? Are you a French? Do you understand? Are you from UK? That is what it
Ask,
means. But if you
ask,
ask somebody, are you from Europe? Are you an European? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't show the person's identity. So,
ask,
uh,
ask me where I'm from.
Where are you from?
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Hmm. That's what it's called. I don't
Okay.
identify. I don't identify with the USA because it's a fictitious country. I don't recognize it. I recognize where I come from, though. I recognize these 10 acres that I'm sitting on right here
Oh,
in the country. When I can go right out there, I got vegetables that's growing like a champ right now. All this bad weather and thunder and all that right there. That means that everything gonna be It's gonna be more nutrified by that lightning come out of that water. See, but you don't know that just because you from the USA. You know that because you from where I'm from.
That's what I
I
was.
was I was here before Christopher Columbus came, and that was that.
yeah. That's your story. The story of the Indians is different from the story of Africa. You know,
Right.
Africans came
Hmm.
about 400 years ago, and we know the Indians were here before
Hmm.
Christopher Columbus came. Yeah.
Hmm.
What we are talking about now is no more about those those histories, but
Hmm.
how does those histories shape our life of today? You know that you know like if you are an African, how do you live the African life today? Are you still proud to be an African? Are you letting people know that Africa is a continent and not a country?
Hmm.
So, do you show up where you're supposed to show up as an African?
No, because I'm not an African.
No, no, I'm asking a rhetoric question. I'm not
Oh, okay,
directed to you. I'm just
okay, okay, okay.
emphasizing on something. If you're an African, how do you carry yourself? If you're an Indian, how do you carry yourself?
Hmm. Hmm.
That's what matters now. It's not
Hmm.
about I am this, I am from this, I am
There you
from
go.
that.
There you go. It's not about where you're from. It's
It's
where you at.
correct. That's what should preoccupy you know, our mindset in this dispensation. What can you make out of who you are? What can you make? What contribution can you make to the society where you find yourself? I'm a Nigerian who is an African. Nigeria is in Africa. Okay? And I'm in the United States today. So what impact can I create where I find myself in the United States? That's what matters. It's not
Yes,
where you
sir.
come from. It's
It's where
not
you
your
at.
color.
Hmm.
It's not your height. It's
Hmm.
not about the name you're called. It's
There
about
you.
the value. What can you do? What can you put out to the society?
And you make
And
it.
you'll be celebrated.
Yes, sir.
This
I
is
ain't got no problem.
what should be bothering us these days. Like in Alana Avenue, I learned a lot about people showcasing
Hmm.
natural God gift. Like when I look at Drizzle Dollar, I was talking with you the other day that we were in the movie show. This is a young man that's somebody's supposed to take a documentary of him.
Yes.
Drizzle Dollar is a young man who creates scenes of movies without a script.
Without a script, without
He
writing
has
a word.
all the movies in his head. How does
And
he
no,
come out? How does he come out with this? And has been able to make episode. Has been
this
able
is
to make 196 episodes.
this is
196. The first season was 100.
100,
Second season
and
is
then we got,
96. And
and we're going to
he
200 plus.
keeps doing it. He keeps doing it without script.
Listen, this is what I'm telling you about. When you suppress a people like us, when we finally do come out the box, you're gonna be amazed by some more stuff that you see that we're gonna do here on. Atlanta Avenue. Just watch. That's why I came to Atlanta Avenue because I knew I had the feeling it just like it was getting ready to blow up, and not by money or nothing like that, but by what it was saying. Because, like you say, this brother is basically coming off the top of his dome. In hip hop, they would call it freestyling a movie every week, freestyling a movie and making that movie into a series where he can think about different characters with a storyline. What else are they doing that at?
I have not seen. I have
Without
not seen.
writing?
Without writing anything, without script.
With a production like he is doing, there would be at least probably 50 to 75 people in the directing room alone.
But this
And
young man, the young man is sitting down in the car and doing all this. I was
hmm
amazed. I was
hmm
amazed. So that is
because he
what
has
I'm talking
he
about.
has
It's
prepared
not
people
about
around.
it's not about where you come from. It's not about your color. It's not
hmm
about anything. It's about what can you offer. This
Yeah.
young man has proved himself in that area that this
hmm
is what I can offer, and we're all seeing it. It's not hidden. Do you
That's
understand?
it.
So in our own areas, what we challenge ourselves is what can we offer, so that people will look at it and say, yes, we're able to do this. You see, myself, I choose a media. You see, today in Nigeria, there was an arrest made in Nigeria of
hmm
a lawyer who is a human rights activist. He spoke about some things the police did in Nigeria. They were
hmm
wrong, and the young man was arrested. So I came live on the show and started talking about the young man. And the PPRO, that's the public relation officer of the police, was in my show to explain that he was not arrested. He was invited. So you now see that I have a voice. If
hmm
I can be in America and talk about a situation in Nigeria that will make the public relation officer of Nigerian police to come to my show to explain.
hmm
So you must create something for yourself. You must create something that you
Exactly.
use to impact the society.
That's
It's not
it.
about where you come from. It's not
It's
about
where
your color.
it's where you're going.
It's about the value you put in a society.
Let me tell you something. When I came to Atlanta Avenue, and can we since I'm African Israel, I'm finna keep it real with you. I'm on public assistance, basically disabled, and I make I make my own reality. There's no limitations to what I can do. I'm just creating a, a if I were to tell you what I'm actually going through right now, you'd be like, "Man, you gotta be kidding me! You going through this and you doing that." I got a son in jail right now, and I've been going that through that since the beginning of when I started shooting this series, and it was basically over illegal activities. And here I am playing a drug dealer. How that make you feel? Hmm. It don't make you feel good. Put it like that. But you know what? I take the pain that I'm feeling right now and I put it into my work. That's why I love one of them songs that Drizzle got. I put my pain in my work. That's why I got my camera. When I come up there, I got my camera out shooting. Because when I leave off that set and I go back home and I go back into this real world that we all got to deal with, I got to have something to occupy my mind and my spirit. other than the negativity that is in it. You gotta understand, we're gonna have good things and bad things that gonna happen in our life.
Sure.
What we're gonna be judged on is how we balance them. Because you can't do nothing about what somebody did to you, but you can do something about what you do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah.
walk.
Yeah. 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 Thank you,
That's how I walk.
Queen.
Mm-hmm.
What can you say?
Far as about what exactly?
Okay. Let's go to what influence has Alana Avenue done to some people? He just said his own, and for me, I think I'm in the
Hmm.
right place. You see this Alana
Hmm.
Avenue? I think I'm in the place of discovery. That's what I chose to stand on. In Alana Avenue, I think I'm in the place of discovery because
Hmm.
this family is all about talents. If you come there, you see different people gifted in different ways.
You can I beg to uh, uh, break in right here, but what I think this our unit is about is love. That's something that I sense when I'm there. That's what I feel. I feel a lot of disjointed pieces. The thing that we have in common is that we are just genuine people and we know how to love and respect one another.
Sure, sure,
And that's
sure.
just proving that all of us can do that. If we can do it on set, people can do it out here in the world. So that was real, man.
I do feel that everybody on Atlanta Avenue, though, that really work hard towards their goals and inspirations. I know a lot of people have seen me in this season, but I actually used to drive up here from Nashville, Tennessee,
Mm,
right at the end of 2020, to film with Drill. But I
okay.
had some things personally going on. My home flooded 3 times, and I was just going through the most in Nashville. So that's kind of brought me on to Atlanta, and I chose
Mm,
here anyway. But my thing is, I told them when I very first met. I met several people who some of them's no longer with us with Atlanta Avenue, but I wish everybody well. That I felt
on Jersey.
people would make it a little bigger. Like I kind of prophesized that certain people would be able to like work with Tyler Perry or to even be in movies. And kid you not, we have several people in Atlanta Avenue that has actually played in
Hmm.
movies that has worked with
Movies, yeah. Movies on Tubi.
and Tubi, as you said, Tubi too, and probably Netflix too. But it's just that. So yeah, Netflix too, actually. And so it's like for me to actually see that happen before they knew it was gonna happen for themselves too. But before it actually happened, that just gave me more hope, more inspiration. And it don't matter how old you are, it don't matter, like you said, color, none of that matters. It's what's in your heart, it's what's in your mind, where you at here. And if you're willing to work hard for whatever it is, it ain't just got to be acting. Whatever it is that you're just trying to do in life,
Hmm.
doors will open up for you, and doors are going to for everybody else. Who whatever it is that you all are trying to do, and even me personally, so I have faith. I have a lot of faith in a lot of people, but the main thing is networking. Working with other people and just getting creative and just being around the right people that want to help each other, because there's a lot of people that's working currently with people like up there that's very well known that's working with Atlanta Avenue too. So
Hmm.
like I think he worked with Courtney Wayne, you know,
Hmm.
Mike
Yeah.
Turner still working.
Uh, Boogie just was in the Kodak Black new movie.
Who?
Kodak Black just executive produced the movie, and Boogie was in that.
Okay, all right, Boogie. Shout out to Boogie.
Yeah, I think if you go on his Instagram, I think he posted it today.
Okay.
I checked it out. It's a pretty good movie.
Okay, Boogie.
Oh, yeah, I liked it.
From the Bronx of New York.
But let me tell you something. Just to show you about how the set is. You know, me and Boogie did our first scene the same day. So that connection, when I started going through all the stuff, real stuff that I was going through in my life, Boogie recognized, hey, big bro, I ain't seen you on set, man, for about 2 or 3 weeks. And I told him what I was going through. He said, man, I mean, I don't mean to say this in the wrong way, but man, bring your butt up here, man, and just that energy and that negativity and all that hurt that you're going through, put that in front of the film. And I told him, man, I appreciate that, man, because he picked me up and pulled me out of something. When the enemy was trying to pull me down, my boy said, come here, man, let me holler at you. And that's what it is with us. It's a lot of us going through things right now. But we have each other, though.
Right. And shout out to Nar and Drizzle because
All of
in Nashville having car troubles. No questions asked at all.
I just went and did it.
Whatever I needed, it got and that was before I even moved to Atlanta. So I know it's a lot of good people here, and
Yeah.
in our crew, there's a lot of good-hearted people, but like you said, we all go through a lot and been through a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm about to be a grandmother, first-time grandmother, so I've been.
I just had a granddaughter on the 12th of March. And my birthday is on the 13th of March. So I had a grandbaby today on my birthday.
That's great.
That's like my her
That's
father.
A great comeback.
Her father's birthday is the 25th, and her birthday is the 27th.
Listen, my mother's birthday was the 24th of March. My daddy's birthday was the 28th of March.
Okay.
4 days apart.
All right. She held as long as she could.
It's crazy because we're talking about family and everything. I'm probably one of the only people that you know that don't know his mother's mother. My mother's mother passed when she was 11 years old.
Sorry.
And my grandfather did not present the information on either her death or who she was or anything. To this day, I still don't know who my grandmother was. And that's sad. That hurts.
I know that hurt.
A grandmama? I got friends that got grandmothers, man, and I see how important their grandmother was to them in their life. But I always have a way of looking at things about comedy. I guess God said, well, since you ain't got no grandmother, you're going to be surrounded by some beautiful grandmothers. And I have been surrounded by some beautiful big mamas that have shown me what a grandmother would be like if I had one. And I'm thankful for that.
Busy, can you come to the left? Always think of maybe you're right now. Always think of your camera and then how you appear.
Me being a photographer, I know lighting. Okay, so I know in order for you right now, the way you sitting, Queen, you're sitting catty corner to your light. If you would be sitting You see your light is on your left side, right?
My
If you
light,
were
my light is actually on my right side.
it's on your right side, okay. The camera is backward. And if you would go towards that side, if you were in a swivel chair, you would notice your whole face was shine. If you go towards that light, turn your face one side. That way, right there. See that? That's full light. That's full light right there.
Yeah.
As a photographer, that's the stuff that you do with people.
I took
You make you take what they already have and just use light.
You see,
I
I
made
want
a
to show you. I want to show you yourself. You see now, you're not in the center. So if you are the center, you are. Yeah, yeah. You see.
Mhm.
Mhm. Good. You see, this is perfect. Now, because we are conscious of what we are going to present to the public tomorrow. Because all these
Mhm.
things we are saying is a very nice. See, when we talk about hangouts, like today, we really don't want to bring a particular topic, but just to make sure it happens. You know, if you want to begin something, I had a dream. I told you, Busy Bee, I had a vision. Yeah, I had a vision of this podcast, and the name that we'll be giving it is Hangout. You understand? And today, I decided to call it per se. Let it happen. The first date is
Mhm.
very important. It's very important. Let it happen. Even if it's for
Mhm.
2 minutes, let it happen.
Mhm.
So, so we have started Hangout, and it has worked. We have hanged out. I hanged out today with Busy Bee and with Africa.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's not my name. Africa
Africa
is
is real.
real.
Yeah. So, I'm just mentioning what you have here now. You put only Africa.
Ah.
You put only Africa on your screen. So, and
Right.
that's what everybody is seeing.
Right.
So,
Right. Right.
so when you have challenges, you see, when I came up, first of all, the camera, everything shut down. I said, no, I must get it right. I must do it.
Mhm.
This is me. And
Yeah.
I told you people I'm coming. But so we are happy today. Um, and we are, three of us are creating the foundation of this hangout. And I want
Yes.
to tell you, things when things like this happen, we never can tell where this thing is going to get to. History will re- History will refer to three of us today.
True.
So
True.
because I am a positive thinker and I know what God does with me, let me not say what I can do.
Mhm.
You see, this thing was started today. It will go
Right.
places.
Yeah. That the green light is on for a reason. Go time. Go time.
Yeah, so what's the reason for the green light?
Cause it's go time.
Correct.
If you
Correct.
know, you gotta go
Sure.
for sure.
For sure.
I'm
So
teaching some. I'm teaching some Creek language.
the Greek language.
Yeah,
I have
for
also some of
sure.
my African slangs. I'm going to teach you.
Okay, we'll trade them. We'll
Yes.
trade
Like sometimes if I call Busy Bee, I say, "What's up?" I say, "What's up?" or "How far?"
on the phone.
"How far?" or "What's up?" You will not
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying. But this is our own slang. We say, "How far?" How far means how you doing.
Mhm.
You understand? So in Africa, when we say how far, it means how
How?
you doing.
Oh,
How
okay. How?
far, you know,
Okay.
it means how you
And,
doing.
and, and in the hood, we say, "What's happening?"
What's that?
Yeah, what's happening?
What's that?
Yeah, same
So
thing. Same thing. This
yeah,
my nephew, my great nephew, right here, asking who that.
yes.
okay.
So
Some
yeah.
people talking on. Let me show
So
you.
it's oh beautiful. How you
Say,
doing?
hey.
Say hi.
Okay, now you can go back in the room with your mom. Okay. Thank you.
So just like
Have-
I said, Busy Bee, I told you when something wants to start, it starts like this. You see, what you understand is that if you look at impossible, you know that impossible also means I am possible. If you look at the word impossible, you also see that if you go through it very well, you see that it also means I am possible.
Mhm. I am possible.
Do you understand? But if they give you a glass cup with water half of the glass,
Mhm.
some see it half empty, some see it half full.
Mhm.
That means everything determined your mindset. It's determined
Right.
by your mindset and where you're coming from.
That's
So
true.
if you bring such kind of glass cup of water half filled, some people will say it's half empty, some people will say it's half full.
That's based on your perspective. You
Correct.
say half
So
full if you're trying to fill the glass.
yes,
You
yes.
say half empty if you're trying to empty the
Empty the
glass.
glass. Yes. Depends on the dimension where you're coming from. So
Mhm.
that is what our hangout will look like. You
Yes,
see,
sir.
the positive vibes we are going to give this hangout will take it to places. This hangout is going to graduate to the level that they will be calling in from every part of the world. This show we are starting today. Go and write it down.
Yes,
You
sir.
see, what we are starting today. But I'm going to
Praise, praise is
ask
due to
God,
the Most High, though. You got to say that.
I ask God that these three names that are starting this will never be forgotten in a jiffy. You see, these three people sitting today to kick out this hangout.
We are
It has,
spirits, though. I
yes,
just pray. I
eh,
just pray that God don't let our spirit be forgotten. Forget
yes,
who we are. The spirit of why we came together and how we came together and what we did while we came together. That's what I pray for.
yes.
Cause
So,
these ain't nothing but me suits. We got a spirit in here.
sure, sure, sure. So, you know that one of the things that is
You on the line.
one of the things that makes me so happy
At the
is
Walmart.
when I see people who are
Next, cause
futuristic,
that truck too many things wrong with.
people that believe in future,
No.
people who are futuristic, people who don't believe that their present condition is their permanent destination. Your present condition, every circumstance is subject to changeability. Anything
Mm-hmm.
can change. Change is the only thing that's permanent.
Mm-hmm.
Only change. And there is no problem that has no expiring date. Every problem, every challenge has an expiring date.
Yes.
So, and if we know and make up our mindset in this dimension, we will continue to struggle, we'll continue to drain, we'll continue to show up, even when you don't feel like showing up.
Right.
Because consistency and persistency is the secret of success. It's not
And you know,
anything you pray for will not come to manifestation until you start working on it. Because even the Christian Bible says that what God says is that I will bless the works of your hands, not the prayer of your mouth, not the imagination of your mind, the works of your hands. So you need to put a work out. So now we have started this hangout. This hangout will blow, believe it. But these three
it's
people
a
here
lot.
today, these three people here today, these three faces seen on this hangout today, will ever remain in the memory of the history of hangout. I pray for God. I pray to God and say, give me people that their faces will start this show. And eventually, two of you and myself, three of the spirits that the Trinity showed up. So it's unstoppable. Nothing can stop us. So, what do you
Yeah.
think about the Hangouts? What do you think can be brought in? What do you think we can be doing that will make it um, what it should be?
Queen.
Just more people.
Hmm. That's it. That's it. Each one reach one, and that's what we do. No more, no less. We just regular people. We ain't nobody special. What's special is in all of us, not just one of us, not one color, not one race, not one this or that, but it's in all of us. But we got to reach in there to get it in order to show it.
Because I don't have a lot of people, unfortunately, to engage with me on social network. So, I share. I know they watch because I see the numbers and the insights. They most definitely watch, but they
Hmm.
don't say nothing. So, we just need more people that do have that following that can,
Right.
hopefully have a more outreach.
Hmm.
Word. But
Yeah.
I like to hang out myself. I like this. It's very good. I've been thinking myself to start a podcast, um, on some different things that dear to me. But most definitely, this is going to be a good opportunity for us to be able
Hmm.
to reach out to hopefully to some high profile people eventually, like Chinu do in his, but here in America.
That's it. That's it for sure.
I still having a lot of celebrities reaching out to me, and on Instagram especially, and um, unfortunately in the love department, that seems like that's all that reach out to me. I don't know why. I don't know what's being manifested, but I know my mama used to always say, "Now that we going to Hollywood, we moving to Hollywood. You gonna be in Hollywood." Now I ain't to no Hollywood. But I most definitely am trying to send a positive message out that no matter what you've been through, no matter how long it takes, you can accomplish what you're trying to do. And
They
if you
keep going.
a good networking, a support system, that's all it takes. That's
Hmm.
all it takes.
It's that simple. That simple, sister. I mean, you brought it right down where it needs to be.
You know what though? And I know this really ain't got too much to do with what we're talking about, but at the same time, to
It's the
me,
hang.
yeah, it's the hangout.
So, you know what it is. What it is.
I have more celebrities that actually support me in real life, in my real life, than I
Mm,
do actual family, friends. Because I don't have no support actually from no family. Um, I mean, I have a few cousins that speak to me, and I have my nephews that reach out and speak to me. But other than that, I don't have no family. Um, and I really don't have a good support system other than those few celebrities that reach out to me. And when I say support system, meaning if I actually need something, you know, they'll pull up support system or they'll make it happen support system. And not to brag, not clout chasing, nothing like that. But
right.
I like God, if God is already setting that tone for me, he can't help but to be manifesting something even bigger for me because I want to be able to help people, and I be trying to um let different people know in a genuine way, where if you trying to do this, I know this person, I can connect you with this person. But I guess people think it's all talk. I don't know, but that's especially why I'm glad for the hangout because we
And
most
that
definitely get the
and
message.
listen, and what see a lot of time we think the little things that we go through are insignificant, but sometimes you need to get that out. Cause whether it be right or wrong, it's got to be heard by somebody for it to be resolved. And if you don't talk to somebody, it's important to have people that you can just bounce off of. Not people that's gonna give you advice, but people that can let you hear yourself by just listening. That's the best quality of being a friend is being able to listen. But the
Right.
problem is, most people want to be giving advice instead of listening, and that's where it go wrong. Let me heal myself.
When I first moved to Atlanta, me and my daughter, we both, we slept in my BMW, which I'm not ashamed of.
Man,
But
a lot of people done that. I slept in my car when I stayed in it when I went to Atlanta.
people can't believe the spots. I mean, I was right there on Cleveland Avenue where, I mean, I didn't know at the time.
Cleveland, hey, I know Atlanta. I know Atlanta, and Cleveland Avenue is one of them places where you better know somebody if you over there.
You know what? God kept us safe. Um,
Mm,
you know what I'm saying? As far as we couldn't even get in no shelter. I tried the people like, well, you couldn't even pay to go to the Salvation Army, $10 a night to stay there. Even if you got an income, they'll make you pay that. We couldn't
mm,
even pay that because it was so full, and like everywhere we went everywhere. We got turned away everywhere, every
that's
morning,
that.
every morning. So I didn't have no choice, but I eventually saved up money, got a hotel room, and to be honest, this place I'm living in right now, it was a celebrity that paid my deposit, paid my rent up for 3 months for me. And to be honest, I didn't have, a lot of money for a lot of food and stuff like that because I was trying to keep gas in my car.
Mm,
To buy food, but far as have hot meals and stuff like
mhm,
that. I was paying to take showers at the truck stop and stuff like that. But it was also a person that's related to a record label group here, the Quality Control,
mhm.
that record label. His brother actually brought me so like that I could cook once I did get moved in here and everything. And that was a blessing. So that's why I said you never know where your blessings, because he had never met me a day of his life other than talking to me through Instagram. And he
That's
didn't
God.
come off, trying to get nothing from me, nothing like that. It was all, and it was just all a blessing. So that's why I say you never know where your blessings come from. But Dr. Heavenly, the dentist, she's a dentist here, and she's also on a show that's produced here in Atlanta called, I believe, Real Doctors of Atlanta or something like that. Um,
Mhm.
she told me when I was in Nashville that I need to come on and move. Might as well come on and move here. So
Mm,
that's why I said something good's gonna come out of all of us connecting here
right,
in Georgia.
right, right. And that all of that what you just described with God. He was
Because
he was he was preparing a place for you all that time. You could have very easily just stayed in Nashville and been still up there satisfied.
it's
But
like
God
I was going.
God allowed you to go through something so that you could appreciate where you are.
You're right.
And you're right where you were meant to be.
I
Keep pushing.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, let me tell you how God works. That's what we call divine relocation. Sometimes God makes you uncomfortable to take you to where your destination is.
Hmm.
He can stir up very uncomfortable situations for you to be able to navigate to where you will settle. Sometimes some problems are divinely orchestrated for you to get to your destiny. But a lot of people don't know about it. Sometimes circumstances might be very uncomfortable and unfavorable, and you think that is you're passing through terrible. You don't know that that situation is just an instruction or an instrument to take you to where you're supposed to be. Let me use an example in the Bible. If the Joseph did not go to prison, there's nothing that would have taken him to palace. The Joseph went to prison, and that is where the cupbearer of Pharaoh saw him in the prison. If he didn't go to prison, he would have never been in the palace because he was discovered in the prison. So sometimes, yes, that was the route to palace. The shortest the distance. You see, sometimes I want to let people know that some of your circumstances, some of your uncomfortable situations are made for you to get to where you are going or for you to realize something. Let me tell you how I started this TV, Chinedu Anichi TV. This TV you're seeing today, how I started it. Um, I was working 9 to 5 when I came to America. My wife was doing 9 to 5. So I work morning, my wife do night. So one day I was coming back from work and my wife was going. That's how we come. Two of us like this. So one of the days I just came back and before I got into the house, my wife stepped out and my daughter stepped out. So and on arrival I came through the back. So they were outside already. I was looking for them. Where are they? Where are they? Because I just came in only to discover they're outside in the front. But I came in through the back. So I was looking for them. I came out and saw my neighbor. Everybody was saying, "Hey, why did you leave the children?" I said, "I came through the back. Didn't know they were in front." And because of that, we took a decision that one person had to look after these kids. So I now chose to be the one. As a father, I sacrificed. I told my wife to be working. Then I took care of my kids at home. I took care of my kids at home and now chose few hours just sporadically. I work sporadically.
Mm.
So in order to take care of my kids. So, but while I was at home, because I work only a few hours in a week, sometimes just 8 hours in the whole week, just little time I have, only when my wife is off on this thing. Do you understand? So I decided, okay, I'm at home. What do I do? It came to my mind that you're a media person, you're gifted in media. What do you do? Create something. This is how I created this TV that has gone globally. The circumstances I saw myself wasn't comfortable, but it gave me the opportunity to create this TV. Do you understand?
Totally.
So, so some of the circumstances you're seeing today, there is a circumstance that brought me to Atlanta. And I want
Mm-hmm.
to tell you, this is a land of my fulfillment.
Mm-hmm.
When I came here, I just came like it was passive. But when I arrived here, I saw that God has a mission for me here. That's why I decided to create all this hangout and all these things I'm doing now. Because I have seen that this is a place that I should be.
Mm-hmm.
Only seeing myself in Alana Avenue, it gave me the courage and gave me the conviction. You're talking, I've been on Netflix. You know about that. Busy B. I've been on Netflix severally.
Mm.
Yes. Dark
Okay.
October is on Netflix, and I'm the protagonist. I'm the main character in it.
Mhm. I saw.
Watched in, you saw it. Watched in 130 countries. I have an award from Paramount in Hollywood. I have an award from Hollywood. I have an award from Nollywood. I have several. I have about 57 awards.
Mm.
So, but that's not what I have come to talk about in Atlanta Avenue. Atlanta Avenue has given me opportunity to learn what I don't know. So if I come there, I am ready to come down completely to make sure I get what I want. And what I want is to learn the American way. I know the African way, but I can't beat America in their own style.
Mm-hmm.
So if I will get into what Americans are doing, I must be humble. I must learn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? You
Mm-hmm.
can be everything in Africa, you can be anything in Africa, but this is American thing. This is the way they do it. You
Mm-hmm.
see, I still have my heavy accent. It's not everybody that understand what I'm saying when you
Right.
people are alone. I have my
Yeah.
heavy accent. And also you have your own accent. Sometimes when you talk, I don't understand what you're saying.
Right.
So, but why I'm saying this is that circumstances will bring you to a place of your destiny. So, when we see issues that are making us uncomfortable, we don't allow it to swallow you up.
Right.
Don't allow it to so much wrap you up that you forget about yourself, because that might be made. Let me tell you, Goliath was not made to end David in the Bible. Goliath was not made to end David. Goliath was made to announce David. David has been doing a lot of things in the bush. You understand me? Fighting deers. At a time in David's life, he pursued a lion that caught one of the rams or the sheep he was taking care of. He pursued the lion and got that sheep out of the mouth by the record of the scripture. But nobody knew about him. All those things he was doing was in the bush. Nobody knew. But there grew a Philistine called Goliath, according to the history of the Bible. So the Goliath that was threatening David, I will do this, I will do that, was not meant to end him. It was a problem to David, but he was meant to announce him. So some of the problems that we see is not meant to end us, it's meant to announce us.
You got a point.
So these challenges we see when we see ourselves on the street, all we need to do is to be focused. Don't allow don't lose your head in the battle. Don't lose your head in the challenges. Keep focused. Be persistent, be consistent. When you don't even feel like showing up, show up. Show up. Let me tell you some of the things from my experience in 17 years in the movie industry. I have experience. Some of the movies that will blow you, that will announce you, might be the movie they never paid you.
Mm.
You didn't get any money from it.
That's the way
But that
that's the way
movie,
it's supposed to go.
yes, just like if you come to a movie and you are struggling for, give me big role, give me big role. Let me tell you, just an extract, what we call in Nollywood, waka pass, just pass, can announce you in a movie. The way you passed, everybody say, hey, the way she passed. Everybody watching will say the way she passed. You just passed for 30 seconds. That's all you did in the movie, and it can announce you. And somebody was found in more than 13 to 20 scenes.
Hold on.
And nobody cares about the person. So if you come to a movie in a movie setup or family like this, don't struggle. I must be in the big role. I must be in this one. Just tell God to announce you. You understand? What you call mistake, what you do in a movie, you can come to the movie and you do something as if everybody is criticizing. Why did you do that? And that thing you did that everybody is criticizing will announce you in the movie. you see how it is. So all you need to do is everything you're doing, just be focused and tell yourself, this is what I want. So a hangout, if the purpose for this hangout is for us to know ourselves, for us to talk about issues in all nudity. When we come, we discuss, we bring up topics, we talk about it as complete hangout. You know what hangout is? When men hang out, men and women hang out, they say their mind. Do you understand? So this is why we're here. I think
Man, I didn't know we had comments.
is it?
I said I didn't know we had comments.
Yeah. So I think we have done the needful today. So I just wanted it to have a foundation today. Started. Some people were watching. Some people said, "Did you see the comments?" Okay, let me put the comments by the side. Some of the comments so that you see.
I can't see it no way. I'm old. My eyes ain't that good.
But But are you seeing it now by the side?
Yeah, but I ain't even gonna try to look at that. Yeah,
Okay.
hey, that's what's one thing about being old. We don't care nothing about comments. I mean, I love everybody in the chat. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just being myself, man. And
They
I love
say,
all
wow,
y'all.
Africa is real. You
Uh,
are welcome, sir. What
South
about
y'all
Africa,
real.
what
South Africa is
Y'all
raining
are
too.
real. You see that what I'm saying? Y'all are real. The ones in the chat, y'all are real.
you're doing a
That's
great
what's going on.
job?
Yeah, so that's it. And
Yeah,
that's
I just wanted to just say one thing about what you were saying just a minute ago. You know, when you were talking about how we you know, things happen to us and we think it's a bad thing and we need to keep sometimes you lose something so that you can find something. Because in order for you to get better on that on the back end, you needed something that was back behind you. Sometimes when you get thrown back, it's for you to look around and then go forward. Then once you go forward with that thing that you found, then you're gonna succeed.
I like that.
I just wanted to put that in there. That's all it was. Cause it's a lot of ways to look at things. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know, and the other thing is, and respectfully, you know what I'm saying. I came up in the Christian religion right here in Alabama,
Too.
but I also have understand. I understand how it has been manipulated, and that's why I'm. You know, I'm like this. I can deal with anybody on anything. You know what I'm saying? Only problem I have with religion is it binds you. It puts shackles on you. Now, as long as your religion don't put shackles on me, me and you good. But I don't. God is real, man. He don't have no favorites,
at all.
and that's the spirit of Jesus when he walked through that place where they was selling stuff and everything, and he knocked all the tables down. That's the spirit of him on that right there. I ain't here for the shenanigans. But I know
Yeah,
God is real, and He in all of us. He in you.
Oh, I know God is real, baby, because honey, y'all
Mm-hmm.
would y'all wouldn't believe my testimony of having a whole day of sitting right here talking to
mm.
you.
And they all beautiful, and we all need our testimonies heard, but not just be heard so that we can all say, "Oh, poor you." Heard because there's somebody else out there that might be going through the same thing you talking about. And everything that you go through in life is for a reason. It's not just for you to hurt.
I
It's
be
for you to tell somebody else about that so they don't have to hurt.
I mean interrupt you, but I be feeling like that sometimes. Not to make about me, but I sure feeling like why do I go through the things that I go through when I feel I know I'm a good person to other people,
Hmm.
but it's like in my life, it be the ones who I help, who I love, all it I'm not trying to curse myself, but they always the ones that end up hurting me. Always. So now I'm just in a point in my life to where I just I ain't got no choice but to keep my faith in God because that's my only friend that I have. That's my only
Let me just slow you down just a little bit. The reason why those people are getting to you because they are the closest people to you. The enemy got to get to you,
friend.
but he can't get to you through somebody that you don't give a damn about. He got to come to somebody that you give a damn about. It's not those people that are against you. It's a spirit
Yeah, I know.
that has attached itself to those people because the enemy knows that that's the only way he can get to you is through those people who are close to you. So what I'm saying is begin to have more great mercy and forgiveness for those people because they don't know what they're doing. But that don't mean you got to entertain them either.
I forgave him in my heart,
And
and
you ain't got to forget give them. All you got to do is not entertain them.
I don't. I don't.
They have to forgive themselves. You never did nothing to them. Don't start taking their blame and attaching it to you. You just keep doing what you know you doing, which is right.
Do you know what anger is like? When you get angry, do you know what it means?
Hmm.
You're drinking poison, expecting another person to die.
Hmm.
That's
You
what
killing
anger is.
yourself. You killing
You are
yourself.
taking a poison, wishing another person to die.
And
So,
that same poison you pouring down your
so,
throat
so
even faster.
if you
Because the other person, 9 times out of 10, the other person don't even know, ain't paying no attention to you even pouring poison on.
if you're happy, you're doing good to yourself. If
Hmm.
you're angry, you're doing you're hurting yourself. So
I've
those people who make you angry, they are not the person that you are hurting when you're angry. It's yourself. So as much as possible, try and be happy. As much as possible,
I do.
create what will make you happy. That's all.
Yeah.
I ain't
You
got
see,
to be happy. I can be
you see,
gone. That's what I can be.
one of the things that make me happy is each time I come to this my show,
Yeah.
after after coming to this show, I'll be happy all day. So
Hmm.
I don't joke with it. I invest on it. I put money in it. I do everything to make sure that it's going because that is the place. After doing it, I feel so fulfilled. I feel so happy.
I always forgive my enemies, though. I always forgive them. So that's something I don't have an issue doing. I forgive everybody that have done anything to hurt me, to harm me, and I put it in God's hands because I can't move forward if I don't. I don't hold grudges in my heart with people, and that's one of my weaknesses that I've actually been trying to work on because a lot of people, take that for my weakness, my kindness for my weakness.
That that's really the reason why I brought it up because I that was me.
Yeah,
I was always trying to forgive everybody. When I understood it wasn't me forgiving them, it was me stop being in a place where they could treat me that way.
right.
I had to forgive myself for being a dummy.
Hmm.
Then once you do that, you ain't got to worry about apologizing to nobody else because you ain't gonna let them get in a place where they can do you like that no more. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
You right about that one.
I don't mean that. Oh, I hate you because you did me wrong. No, I ain't worrying about that because if you do me wrong again and I let you do it, then that's on me.
Right.
That's on me.
You can forgive, but you don't forget.
You got to be able to say no sometime. That's all it is.
That's why I stay to myself. That's why I stay to myself. I'm
No.
like, I got people that check on me. I got people that invite me places and things. But when it's all said and done, I stay to myself. I have to protect my energy now because of the things that I've went through. I,
Hmm.
but I love, like I said, I just love being around people like you all, like giving good advice, people that's meaningful, and that's been through something that can actually tell you about their experiences to maybe, like you said, help something you may be going through. Those kind of people I like being around.
That's it.
Okay.
Good.
So I think we have done good for the day.
We had an hour and a half. I think that's a good little time to be talking right there. Cause I'm gonna tell you, I'm a person that don't ever talk for this long.
Yeah.
I do not. I do not be on nobody's phone for this long.
Me neither, because I don't trust phones now.
Not that I just ain't got that much to say to nobody. I ain't. We talk and we keep it real, but I'm not a small talk.
Now that's what I meant, like, because a lot of things I'm sharing I've never shared before on a public. So
Mhm.
I don't know who tuning in, but that it's cool because it's my life. It's what I've been through.
Let me tell you, I look at it like this. I always wanted to make a movie of my life. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make a movie of my life. So I do that every day. Okay, like this live right here. I was like, man, I'm not finna get on that. I just got through doing some pictures. I'm fixing to make me something to eat, and I'm finna chill out. Then baby boy called me the second time. So when he called me the second time, I know how to listen to God. He'll tell you to do something, and then you be like, oh, I might do it. But then when somebody call you, that's God.
You right. You have to listen to the spirit.
Don't. You know what God name is? Somebody told me.
So many.
But no, something told me. Something told me. That's God. That's his name. Some told me to go on and get on now. Now, here I am, right here,
Yeah.
just doing the
Yeah,
will.
thank you, thank you,
And
thank
look how the devil kept trying to attack the stream.
Mhm.
I got on there. I don't know what was going on. I saw you. He disappeared. The sound went out. He had some technical difficulties. So,
Look, look. I'm finna take y'all right back to where we just came from. Sometimes he make you go look for something to bring back. Cause I had one away, remember? So God said, "Wait a minute, something finna go wrong." So in the midst of y'all seeing something was going wrong, the brother called me. When he called me, that was what he was looking for. Man, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to tie everything back, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got to go to the Bible all the time. It's stuff happen to us every day we could relate to.
you.
That's all.
Yes,
I
yeah,
ain't
thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we will be summarizing, and
God
by,
is God.
by summarizing what we're saying, I would want us to make some points and very clear about the show today. And I want to come by word of question, and I'm going to put out in record what we are going to answer as the foundation of what we're doing today. Um, I want to
Hey,
start with
check this out. Let the chat ask each one of us a question as a way to go out of the show. You know what I'm saying?
that's what
Anybody just shoot a question. You know,
that's what I'm
whatever it
saying.
is.
That's what I'm saying. I'm coming by word of question, you know. So I want to start with Queen BZB.
Mhm.
Queen,
Yes.
what do you think about this hangout? And what do you think the Alana community will gain from it? Judging from your own opinion.
I think from this hangout that the community will get a lot of detailed information on just a lot of different subjects, and a good energy feeling vibe, just a lot of intellect on a lot of different, not only here in America but also from the country too.
Around the world.
Yep, around the world.
Hmm.
And to show how, I think people will see how much, a small impact can turn into something big and great and make things happen for others and ourselves.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I think I'm very, very happy that you are in this show today and that you have this positive mindset about the show. Uh, where are you? What's happening to you? Come on, you're out. Let me bring him down. So, um, you are here today, and it's a very, very welcome development that we are starting together. So, on this hangout, so what we do is that we have to extend our invitation to some other friends that need to be here. That's what they do. So, we need to let some other people You're still going out.
My battery's getting low though, so if you lose me, that's why. So I'm just letting you know now, because my charger, I didn't want to get up to disrupt the live, but I just had to let you know my battery's
No,
been.
we're not losing you. We're summarizing already. Okay. So I want Africa is real. Africa is real. We're not hearing you. Are you hearing him?
No, I can't hear him.
I don't know what he did with his audio. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Well, I think we should be going to wrap it up for the night.
Yes, that's what we're saying. We are wrapping up tonight.
Uh-huh.
So even though we did not hear him, but I thank you people for showing up in this particular hangout. So what we do is to extend our dragnet, tell our friends, tell other family members of Alana Venue that we have a great hangout, and we will be doing it, and we come here and discuss matters that will help us grow and matters that will help us succeed. That's just why we're here.
Okay.
The community bond thing. So thank you for showing up, BCB. God bless you, all of you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I love you all. And for our guests, for our viewers, wherever you're watching from on YouTube, on Facebook, or Instagram, I will thank you people for putting up for us today. God bless you, and we love you. This is Chinedu Anichi TV, the African voice in diaspora. And today, we are hanging out in Alana. Thank you, BCB. God
You're
bless you.
welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, my people, you have seen. We'll just make sure that this show will happen today. So today is the first day we are having this hangout. So I want you to know that once I start something like this, I'm going to put in everything to make sure that it works out well. So from this day, a lot of people, a lot of celebrities, a lot of people will be coming to this show. If you want to be part of this show, just send me SMS or send me WhatsApp to +1 7019891910. You can see the number on the screen. Hangout. If you want to hang out, if you want to be part of us, you have to sit on show. Not just watching, but to be. This show can take close to 12 people. You can take 12 people at the same time. So we can take 12 people at the same time. So you can always be part of our guest in the studio. So if you want, or you have something very important you are doing that you want the African community or you want the Alana community to know, this is where to come from now. So God bless you for being with me, for showing up for me, and I continue to appreciate. Thank you. Remember, my name is Chinedu Anishi, your one and only celebrity CSO and the African voice in diaspora. Yes. Thank you. So good night and have a blessed new week. Very blessed new week. Thank you.